Well, I met a man named Arminius Joe. Said, brother, you can lose salvation, don't you know? I said, Joe, calm down, take a seat right there. If grace depended on me, we'd all despair. He said, free will, God waits on man. I said, that sounds stressful, brother, not a sovereign plan. He said, you chose Jesus. I said, that ain't my brag. Dead men don't choose nothing but a body bag. Calvin's overlapping with a Bible in his hand. Arminius is sweating, trying to keep salvation planned. One says God saves sinners from beginning to the end. The other says he tries real hard and hopes you'll just attend. Tulip bloometh mighty while the free will roses wilt. Grace kicked down my prison door and stomped my human guilt. I'd have never chose him if he hadn't chosen me. That's why I'm singing hallelujah, predestined and free. Joe said God looked through time to see who'd finally choose. I said, then grace ain't grace no more, that theology's confused. He said, God's a gentleman. I said, sure enough, that's true. But kings don't pace in heaven, hoping sinners follow through. Oh, he said, Jesus died for everybody, everywhere. I said, then why's hell crowded if the payment's fully there? He dropped his hymn book, scratched his head, looked kind of pale. Said, brother, your theology just tipped my scales. Oh, Calvin's overlapping with a Bible in his hand. Arminius is holding on with white-knuckled demand. One says Christ secured his sheep before the world began. The other's got salvation tied to fragile mortal man. Tulip bloometh mighty while objections come in waves. God ain't wringing hands in heaven, begging rebels to behave. He opened up my stony heart like Lazarus from the grave. And now I shout, amazing grace, instead of I behaved. Now Peter couldn't lose it. Paul couldn't fall away. Jonah tried to run from God and still got preached at by a fish all day. Nebuchadnezzar ate grass till God fixed up his mind. And every single Bible verse says God ain't standing blind. Calvin singing loudly with the doctrines all intact. Arminius keeps revising every theological tract. One says God gets all the glory, bold and clear and strong. The other says, well, partly us. And brother, that feels wrong. So raise a cup to sovereign grace. Let every Baptist grin. If salvation started with my will, I'd lose it by the end. But Christ don't fail at saving souls. He finishes what he begins. That's why the elect are smiling. 'Cause we were predestined to win.